How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another episode of the most rare and valuable coins in Australia. Today we're going to be discussing a half penny from the land down under, which if you didn't know can be worth some insane amounts of money. Some of the early Australian King George V half pennies are considered extremely significant and sought after coins in the world of numismatics. Because these coins had so few examples produced, it makes finding them pretty tricky, but not impossible. And if somehow any of these make their way into your pocket change or you find them coin roll hunting, you definitely want to know what dates to look for so you don't accidentally let a gem slip back into the wilds of circulation. In this video, we will explore the historical context surrounding the production of this rare and valuable half penny coin and delve into why it holds such importance in Australian numismatic history. Additionally, we will discuss any distinguishing and identifying features, its significance among collectors, and also the potential value if you're ever to find a legitimate example. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content. Make sure to stay to the end of the video if you would like to find out how much you could get for this coin if you did ever find one. And then without further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the 1915 Heaton Mint half penny? Let's get it, guys. Before we get into the specifications and values for the 1915H half penny, first I thought I would give you some information on where this coin comes from and how a rare and valuable coin like this actually comes into existence. The story of this coin starts with the Heaton Mint. The Heaton Mint, originally the Birmingham Mint, operated in Birmingham, England from the year 1817. Starting as a brass fittings maker, it transitioned to coin production after purchasing equipment from the defunct Soho Mint in the year 1850. The mint became a major global player, producing coins for nations like France, Italy, China, and the British Empire. Some of the key historical events of the Heaton Mint. The founding and early years. Established by Ralph Heaton II in the year 1817, the mint initially focused on brass fittings. They eventually acquired equipment from the closed Soho Mint, entering coin production. Global expansion and contracts filled gaps left by the Royal Mint, receiving orders from Australia, Chile, and others. In the year 1852, they oversaw the refurbishment of a French mint, producing over 101 million coins. In the 1860s, a new factory was built to accommodate the increased business, and they also supplied minting equipment to Burma and other countries. In the year 1887, they assisted in establishing a modern mint in Canton, China, equipped with 90 lever coining presses. In the 20th century, the Heaton Mint faced competition from the Royal Mint in London and diversified into unique projects, such as coins for Lundy Island. In the early 2000s, disputes with the Royal Mint and loss of overseas contracts led to financial difficulties. Eventually forced into administration in the year 2003, it later became a museum with the support of the Birmingham City Council. The remaining mint operations moved to Kidderminster outside Birmingham. The Heaton Mint, once the world's largest privately owned mint, played a significant role in global coin production. Known for innovative minting technology, the Mint's historic building in Birmingham remains a Grade II listed structure. After closure in the year 2003, the Mint's assets were acquired by JFT Law & Co. Limited, and the site was transformed into a museum. The halfpenny was used in Australia from the years 1911 until the year 1964. It was part of the pre-decimal currency system and had a value of half of a penny. The coin featured various designs over the years, including depictions of King George V, King George VI, and Queen Elizabeth II. The halfpenny was a commonly circulated coin until Australia decimalized its currency system in the year 1966, transitioning to the dollar.
In come the dollars, in come the cents, to replace the pounds and the shillings and the pence. Be prepared, folks, when the coins begin to mix on the 14th of February 1966.
Who are you?
I'm Dollar Bill, and I've come to tell everyone that decimal currency will be here from the 14th of February 1966.
What is decimal currency?
Decimal currency is simply a money system worked out in multiples of 10. The base unit is a dollar, which is made up of 100 cents.
But why are we changing? What's wrong with the old pounds, shillings and pence?
I'll show you. Let's do a sum in pounds, shillings and pence. First, 2 halfpennies make a penny. Carry the penny. 5 and 7 and 1 make 13 pence. 12 pence make a shilling. That leaves 1 penny. Carry the 12. That's 1 shilling. 3 and 7 and 1 are 11. Carry 1. 3 ones are 3. That's 31 shillings. 20 shillings make 1 pound. 20 from 31 leaves 11. Carry the 20. I mean 1 pound. 7 and 5 are 12, and 1 is 13. Carry the 1. 3 ones are 3. 33 pounds, 11 shillings, and 1 penny. Whew.
Now, even though you probably won't come across these coins in your pocket change or everyday transactions, I have found Australian coins in bankrolls and from collections and lots purchased over the years, and I can only imagine the chances of finding them is much higher the closer you get to their country of origin. And if you are from Australia, I would love to know how accessible these older coins are and the best ways that you can actually get them. But I'm willing to bet between Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and coin shops, there are still lots of gems out there waiting to be discovered. So the coin that we are here to discuss today is the 1915 halfpenny minted in Birmingham. And to identify this, what you want to do is look for an H mint mark above the date and underneath the penny wording on the reverse of the coin. Now, the reason that this coin is so valuable lies in its incredibly low mintage figure, meaning finding examples of this coin can be very difficult, but if you know what to look for, then maybe, just maybe, you can get lucky one day. Now, some of the details and specifications for this piece, if any of them are off, it may indicate that the coin is not legitimate. So first, we will start off with the mintage figure. The 1915 Heaton Mint halfpenny has a mintage figure of 720,000, which is relatively low for Australian coin standards and explains why it has such a substantial value. The specifications for the coin: it was minted at the Heaton Mint in Birmingham. It has a composition of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. The coin has a weight of 5.67 grams, a diameter of 25.5 millimeters. It was designed and engraved by Sir E.B. McKennell for the obverse and W.H.J. Blakemore for the reverse, and it has a diaxis and metal alignment, as is the standard for most Australian, Canadian, and British coins. Now, the values that I'm going to be giving you guys are in Australian dollars. The exchange rate as of today is $1 Australian dollar to 90 cents Canadian. So if you were to find one of these in Canadian, it'll be worth a little bit more after the exchange rate. So on the low end, the 1915 H is worth around $34 for an F12, so that is pretty much at the bottom of the Sheldon scale, and it is still worth a pretty good premium, not too bad for a halfpenny coin. Now, as we start to go up in the grading tiers, it's worth around $745 for an AU50, it can be worth around $2,320 for an MS60, $6,300 for an MS63, and all the way up to $11,800 for an MS65, which is currently the highest listed graded example on the Coins in Australia website. Now, I also wanted to make an important note that in the year 2015, an NGC MS64 example actually sold for $21,065 Australian by international auctions galleries. So this is an insanely valuable coin. There are a few Holy Grail Australian halfpennies and pennies, but I do believe that this is one that probably flies under the radar a little bit. And even if you find one and it's all worn, beat up, and been put through the meat grinder, you can still make a couple of bucks off of it. Now, what do you guys think about the 1915 H halfpenny? What would you do if you ever found a legitimate example, or if you ever have found any of the coins discussed in this video? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.